In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
Recording in progress.
Beep, bop, boop.
You have connected to the internet. Enjoy your stay. Hey guys, welcome back to another Pointless Automotive podcast with your ever vigilant and ever pointless host, Chadwick and Frank. Frank, how does the evening find you, my friend?
It finds me okay. Decidedly mid.
Fair to
No.
middling.
Yeah. No, I'm here. I get used to it, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, things are looking up. How about you, my friend? I like your your sweater. Looks
Yeah,
like
it's a
thin-
little hoodie.
thin in build.
Chevrolet. Yeah, little thin hoodie.
Little pullover. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. Things are good, man. Before we jump into this masterpiece of an episode, I do want to give a shout out to my background video retro car related video game.
What do we got today?
Tell me this one doesn't hit home. The original Need for Speed Underground for the PS2.
God, what an era of like car-dom.
Talk about celebrating the tuner scene, right? Fast and the Furious in full swing. Modding and Eclipse GST is the way to go. Fucking cool game, man. And like I said, I'm going through this like renaissance of playing vintage video games, especially. And I've always loved like car games. Really, my kind of gateway into the car scene. It's a classic. It's a good game, dude. Need for Speed Underground. You got Lil Jon and the East Side Boys at the title menu. I mean, what else do you want, dude? What else can I
That's all
offer
you
you?
need. That's all you need.
Dude,
Yeah.
so good. So
Fantastic.
good. Great game. But yeah, today, what are we talking about? Well, I think it's funny that we take a lot of stuff for granted, Frank. When we talk,
I always do.
yeah, gee, we
I make a point to.
especially human emotions for me. But
Yeah. What are those?
yeah, I'm a robot. I don't know what empathy is. So the episode I want to talk about is because we do mention stuff, and I think as car people, and definitely our listeners, this extends to you. I'm sure you can relate. When you're talking about car stuff and a non-car individual, maybe not someone as deep in the weeds in cars as you are, listens in, you can see that glazed over look. The what the fuck? I don't understand 10% of, I understand maybe 10% uptake of what you just said. I want to do an episode called Only Car Folks Will Know. And it's going to be those little things, those little nuggets of wisdom that you have if you're a car person. And this will be a fun one if you're listening along to leave some comments like, what did we miss? What are some things that you think car folks know? And the normies, can we call them the normies? Can we do, is that a protected group?
I don't think it is. I think we could. I don't think we should attack the normies. But they deserved it.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to the listeners' discussion. But
Sure.
let's go. Let's take a look at it. Frank, I would want to fire the first shot here because this is
All right,
one
what you
that
got?
really rattles my cage, if you will.
Oh boy,
When I
to
see
be in your bonnet.
yeah, because there's maintenance, right? Like car maintenance. Everybody knows they should get oil changes. Do they? Not always, right? Definitely not in the interval they should, right? But most people in their common care of their vehicle will take an oil change, get it done.
Sure.
Timing belts. Holy shit, dude. How important is it? How do I say this? How important a timing belt is? It's probably the number one most important maintenance item on a car. I think I can safely say that with the exception of non-interference engines, but at the same time, if your timing belt snaps on your non-interference engine, you're a brick. You're not moving, right? So that's a big deal. But an interference engine, you're talking like, oh, at least the valve train's getting fixed, right? I at least bent a valve. I at least had some piston valve intercourse that's inappropriate for TV.
Definitely smashing.
Yeah, you're breaking,
let's smash.
you're spending some money, right? And you're also still a brick on the side of the road, and you think your car just shut off for whatever reason, and you're going to go, oh, my alternator died. Nope, it's going to crank, and nothing's going to happen.
There's no compression. It just spins.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Been there.
So the importance of a timing belt, like, and the other thing is the cost and time associated to most timing belt timing belt jobs is you'll get someone that said, hey, timing belts do, but hey, I already bought you the $60 Gates timing belt. You can just, there you go, just slap it on there. It's I heard it takes 15 minutes.
Or what's tough is, so hard agree to all of this.
Yep.
And what's tricky is, you go to a shop, right? Let's say you go to your typical independent,
Hmm.
median level of competency shop. And, they go to you, hey, your shitbox has 105,000 miles on it.
Right.
Your timing belt's due. With that, we do your water pump,
Hmm.
and we do a full service. So we're going to do plugs, right? We're going to do plugs.
Why
We're going to
not?
look. We're going to do, we're going to have a bunch of stuff off there. So we're going to do your drive belts because that's a good time to do that.
Got to come off.
And
Yep.
on these cars, a lot of times too, your probably cam seals are probably due. We'll probably do your cam seals while we're there, and all of a sudden you went to go get an oil change or your annual tune-up because you're doing your due diligence as a good
Hmm.
car, not car person, but a good car owner.
Yep. Yep.
And they're like, okay, yeah, that's going to be that extra service is going to be like $1,800 or $2,100. And you're like, yeah, excuse me, huh?
Right.
This is whatever. This is my 11-year-old car with 105,100 miles on it. And
Yep.
I can't do that. And then the shop goes, yeah, no, I get it. You know what? Maybe just do it next time. But you're really kind of right up against it. And now that's in the back of this person's head.
Hmm.
And guess what? They never do it, or they kick the can down the road. They kick the can down the road. They kick the can down the road. Maybe they sell the car
Sure.
and they get to 124,000 miles and they sell it. And then it just never gets done.
Hmm.
And maybe the timing belt's fine, but the water pump fails because now it's 15 years old.
Yep.
And so, or those cam seals are gone, and now they're blowing their collective loads onto the timing set
Hmm.
that is aging at the same time. So it's frustrating because it's expensive.
Hmm.
It's not required that you don't do this on your new car. You do this on your decidedly used car. And that's just for the first one, let alone when the second belt's got to come around.
Yep.
And now you're at 200,000 miles or 180 or whatever the interval is. Um, now you're sure as shit not spending that money.
Right.
Or you would, I would, but average car owner person doesn't. And so it gets tricky. It's really tough. I get why people don't do it or don't want to do it or kick the can down the road, but
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah, it's the labor, right, that gets people. They don't understand what has to just to access the timing belt. A lot of times, you're usually pulling like a radiator, a clutch fan out of there. All the drive belts come out. All your accessories got to get pushed to the side.
Yep.
Timing cover. It can be a real pain in the butt. And if it's a
Motor
transverse engine, yeah, motor mount, and then you're doing shit in the wheel. Well, it's the labor's what gets you on these jobs. And then on top of that, the pain. And if you haven't done this, you haven't done enough time about water pump jobs
Mhm.
to get on there and notice the water pump O-ring is the wrong size or something like that. You get it all buttoned up, which is all the labor, the hardest part. And then you start your car and it's pissing out of the new water pump, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yep.
God, like it's a job. And I think a lot of people don't understand the importance. Like, what does a timing belt even do? What's the function of that belt? Isn't it
Right.
just the same as your AC belt? You'll lose AC. I'm like, you'll lose something if your belt goes
Right. Your
because it does.
car.
Yeah, it keeps your head and block in time. That's like the whole point of a timing belt. So I think for me, that's a big like distinction. Once a person understands that, and there's still people that swear they know cars and they still talk nonchalantly
There's
about an aging timing belt.
there's shops that will. I've talked to shops that go, God, I remember what car it was.
Oh,
Some
God.
car I was helping, and I'm just trying to figure. Oh, you know what it was? It was that Pathfinder,
Okay, yeah.
that 95, 96 Pathfinder. Last year, the first gen Pathfinder,
Mhm.
and I couldn't determine if the timing belt had ever been done on it
Mm.
because it had 70, whatever it was, 78,000 miles on the truck.
But for time,
But
Yep.
a 30-year-old truck.
Jesus.
And so I talked to the shop that last worked on it, and I'm like, oh, just was checking. They're like, well, only had 78,000 miles on it, so yeah, we don't have record of we haven't done the belt. I was like, oh yeah, no, it's definitely okay by miles, but it's like way over on mileage
yeah,
or on years.
Yep.
And they're like, oh well, I mean, we don't recommend by age. We only recommend by miles. I'm like, okay.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Gotta go.
And just like this shop is just like interference motor, just like, yeah, that's fine.
Bro.
It hasn't done the mileage. It's a 30-year-old piece of rubber with metal embedded in it.
Yep.
And I'm comfortable with letting that ride. Same with the water pump. Same with the tensioner and the spring that's on there. And
Yeah.
and it's just it's not even just not car people. Like there are shops that
That's
are like,
shocking.
oh, we don't care about that. We only care about this. It's like, okay.
Dude, and all those components you just mentioned, water pump, timing belt, tensioner, any one of those fails, you're bricked and you're in a lot of money. Like you said, interference engine. Oh boy.
You're not bricked up though. You're just
unless you're into that. If you're into that kind of pain and suffering angle of it. Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. No kink shaming on the podcast. That's what I gotta say. I think a lot of people assume a timing belt's no different than like a serpentine belt for an accessory belt. But God, dude, what a big impact that job is.
You know what's completely right on there, and not to make this be the maintenance hour, but the same thing with tires.
Oh, 100%.
Where it's like there's like, oh no, they've got tons of tread on it. These tires are great, and you look and they're like 24 years old. They predate date codes.
A petless elegance has never left me stranded.
Yeah, it hasn't. Well, those are fresh. Those are from like 2023, on the Sprint Turbo behind me. But no, and I don't even care. I would much rather have 3-year-old land spiders or mucho machos,
the great vintage,
than 24-year-old Pilot Sport 2s.
Of course. But yeah, but what you said is like people don't give a shit. Like, hey, they got tires. They don't know about.
Oh, my tires are great. They have so much tread on them.
Dude, so one of mine, and I won't say it, it's called the Mystery of Tire Date Codes. I have that on mine because it's like some riddle. Then like even severe car people, I have shocked them by saying, what's the date code on the tire? And they're like, I don't see a printed date. And I'm like, do you see a DOT followed by like a 4-digit code? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, the first 2 are the week of the year, like what number week it is, and then the last 2 of the year. And they're like, holy crap, that just blew my mind because there's plenty of new tires sold, and I'm not trying to rip on you for your focus, but like sometimes people sell tires that are brand new but have been sitting on a shelf for like 4 or 5 years, right? So date codes are kind of important, like you said, the tires, but also tires in general. I am a big quality tire guy because it's the only part of the car you should touch the ground, right? It does all your braking, all your steering, all your acceleration is your tires at the end of the day. So, dude, the fact that we don't
on your tires,
we're in a state here in California that doesn't have safety inspections. As long as your car is smog perfect, who cares if your brake lines are rusted, your tires are racing slicks, and you're all over the highway? We don't care about that safety. We can't monetize that. But tires, dude. You nailed it, dude. The importance.
Right. Yeah. And yes, I'm a stickler for tires. If tires are 5 years old, I don't reflexively replace them, but I keep an eye on them. Right. Like, are they wearing weird? Are they overdue to be rotated? Let me rotate them and see if I can get another season out of them. Am I approaching the wear bars? Am I starting to see some dry rot between the treads?
Yep.
Some of that early stuff, and then I just replace them. I don't. It's so easy, and that's the thing. Like I think back to when I was significantly younger, say 25. I mean, I knew about tires. I knew like brands, like, oh, I want these tires, and like nerd shit. Looking through the sport compact car, or whatever.
It needs to be.
Like, see if I can get some Yokohama ES 100s or whatever. But as far as age, like dry rot, like feathering, cupping, like I didn't any of that. No idea. And so quick sidebar. Is tire nerddom the most nerddom within car nerddom, so to speak?
There's one nerddom that will definitely challenge it. Oil.
I was thinking oil,
but type, viscosity, like brand. Have they changed? Let me tell you about Mobil One's rich history of product
Does
quality
it have the
going
Euro
up and
specification?
That they're right there. I would say neck and neck, those two circles of fucking pain, and they're people that probably have never changed their own oil. But it's like
Sure.
you go to Bob is the oil guy, and
Yeah.
like I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
people executed on that forum over what they say about oil
They
viscosity, right?
Yeah, they like 30 single weight board them instead of waterboard
Oh
them. That's just
God, dude,
how
too
it goes down.
soon. They 4chan, they track them down and find out where look at this motherfucker running 0W20 on a
Boo
5W30
this
car.
man.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I say yeah, tire people are right there. Yeah, oil people, tire people.
Yeah. Yeah.
God bless them.
I just there's got to be some weird, even deeper level of car nerdery that we just aren't exposed to for whatever reason. We haven't
Ooh.
gone that far down the rabbit hole of like people that can like they can like view a piece of like stamped plastic from an interior and just based upon like the faux leather grain pattern in it, they can be like, oh, that's an 88 to 91 GM product, and that came from like the Smyrna, Tennessee plant, and so
Right,
therefore
yeah.
it's like some really like I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, but there's
Dude,
definitely going to be something that's even way crazier.
it's an analog too, is like the Fram oil filter. You put a Fram oil filter on your car. Do you just hate life? Do you
Yeah.
want your car to fucking combust because you're a piece of shit car owner? It's like,
Right.
remember the hate you would get, and then you
Mhm.
like whatever, man. It's a filter, bro. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
put that
The
I
Wix.
don't
You got to
know.
get the Wix,
A
dog.
Wix XP.
Right.
But it's
Yeah. Is that,
my
is that a
Purelator.
Bosch filter?
Does that Purelator work for you, big dog?
Yeah. Pure oil now. Pure oil
But
later.
no, it's just
Pure
hilarious,
later.
right? You put a Fram on there, you might as well just not run a filter,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
It's
And
just free.
it's funny because at the same time, like I'm not gonna buy a Fram filter.
No, but like it's like one of the most used oil filters in the
Sure.
entire world. Anybody that takes their place to a quick lube will be lucky if they get a Fram filter. They're going to get
Yeah.
an even lower grade filter. But it's right there with it, man. So I did have something that's kind of fun that's not maintenance. Well, it's kind of
Oh,
maintenance,
okay.
is automotive fluids. Now,
Oh,
if you're not doing your own fluid changes, you might not know this, but if you're a car person and you've ever done like rear diff fluid on a vehicle that has original diff fluid in it from like 200,000 miles ago, that is a
yum.
smell you will never forget. It's just, for some reason, it's hard to place. It's just not good.
It's
'Cause
trauma inducing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got that burnt.
It's like sharp and
Yeah, it's
acrid.
metallic and burnt, and yeah, definitely acrid. It's a weird smell. And I think if I was gonna pick like out of all the fluids on the table here, I think
Oh,
old diff or gear oil is like gotta be the nastiest smell.
it's pretty bad. Yeah, if we're only talking fluids, so like burning brake or
Yes.
clutch doesn't count.
Old power steering fluid, very similar too. Pretty
burning
nasty.
burning ATF
Oof,
doesn't
yeah.
smell great. If you've ever like had an ATF leak like directly onto exhaust, it's got like this weird kind of sweet.
Yeah, any transmission cooler
smell.
lines tend to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, in the world of like Bukarke, like what is like the worst in the automotive fluid
I think
dumb.
power steering and diff is that for me.
I mean, it's got to be diff. I mean, gear oil, just stink oil is
Ugh.
so bad.
So bad.
Um, I will say I hate the smell of like unexpected coolant smell.
Oh, it's one of the worst things to smell when you're
Yeah,
driving.
like-
You're like,
Oh,
oh,
what the hell is that? Oh God! And you're like, it's on the floorboard. Okay, no, not in here. Okay, am I seeing anything? Let me stop at this light. Am I seeing like it's
coolant
it's just, like,
gauge.
red
Right?
alert?
You're looking at your temp gauge immediately. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an unmistakable smell. And then, like, if you even catch a faint whiff of anything sweet, you're like, God damn, it's back. It's back. You know, water
yeah. And then
pump.
you're like, wait, maybe I'm just still burning it off. Could you just,
Oh,
let me
no.
let me slow play and just like you're just like staring at your temp gauge. Like,
It's so distinct, dude. Yeah.
did it go up
good
by?
call.
Did it move by a hair? I don't know. Um,
Fuel
yeah.
is also concerning when it's
Sure.
not just when you're filling up at the pump. If you're driving and you smell fuel, like that's another one that kind of gets me a little
Yeah.
little on edge
Yeah, it's like it's stuttering and you smell fuel. It's like, oh God.
and
Yeah.
off.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
bring up stinky fluids. I think that's
Stinky
it's a good call.
Fluids. Yeah, it's always good and appropriate to discuss stinky fluids.
Mm.
Not maintenance related really at all.
Mm.
Um, back to normies. I think people, and I think they know,
Mm.
but non-car people, I don't think really. Here's the thing though. Car people fall for this too. And that is the trap that is paying interest on a depreciating asset.
Whoa.
So that is,
Ouch.
buying the new whatever,
Yep.
right? Cybertruck. Just use
Hmm.
that as an example. Because it's a completely innocent, defendable product that is both good and not depreciating. But no, so say Cybertruck, right?
Hmm.
You take out a loan to buy the electric trapezoidal pickup truck.
Which will never depreciate.
No. But let's say it depreciates like it does, which
Hmm.
is
Significantly.
catastrophic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then also paying I don't know what an interest rate on a new car is right now on just a regular car, not like Toyotathon or anything
It's
like
not.
that.
It's not good. It's
But
not
let's say
good.
4.9. I don't know. Let's
Maybe
call it that, right? Just for conversation.
your
Paying
job is your credit.
4.9% annually on something that's losing.
Yeah.
What's the Cybertruck losing the first year? 20%
At least.
at
Yeah.
least in a
Yep.
single calendar year.
Hmm.
And it's like, good night. Like I don't. I don't understand. I will never understand. I've bought one new car once in my entire life, and that was not for me. That was for my wife because she wanted a new car,
Hmm.
and it was a $25,000 Kia in 2011. So like and I think I got 0.9% APR.
Mm.
So like I just it really genuinely hurts my brain for someone who is not a car person and
Right.
therefore not bought into this is the hottest, newest, and maybe they are bought into the hottest, newest,
This is true.
but more for reasons that are not actually car related. Um, I don't I'm having a hard time putting this into words. Is how confusing this is to me. That's just like, oh, I will casually just ignite
Hmm.
$20,000 in a single calendar year and have to pay interest for the privilege to do so.
Yeah.
Um, it really is it hurts my soul. And outside
Your
of
your Kia Soul.
right,
Hmm.
that is not what the 2011. It was a Sportage, but
Oh, okay. Good.
it does like I think a lot of people do it because it's like, oh, you buy a new car because it's going to be reliable and therefore won't cost me as much money, and it's going to have a warranty, therefore it won't cost me as much money. But then if you just look at just the depreciation and interest part of it,
Hmm.
even if that bears out, right? Even if you have a 10-year warranty and it's perfectly reliable and it gets you to work on time every single day
Right.
and it's great. Like just the amount just in the interest and depreciation over a decade or whatever the average lifetime that somebody keeps a car like that, it's absolutely soul crushing. Like just buy something that's 5 years old
Right.
and at roughly the same interest rate. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Or
I
just
think
don't
I
even take
think
a loan out because now it's 40% of what the new one costs. I don't know.
yeah, there would be no debt if we all lived within our means, right? But like you said, I think it's folks like equating new to like reliable. I won't be taking it to the shop. Go check any dealership right
Yeah.
now and check out how old those cars are, getting some pretty serious maintenance items taken care of that they shouldn't be doing already. But on top of that, I think it's the clout chasers, it's the keeping up with the Joneses. I gotta have the latest version of Apple CarPlay. I don't care what the medium is that delivers that service to
Right.
me.
Right.
It's that kind of stuff, man. I think that's what it is to have the latest and greatest. Especially if there's a redesign. If you bought the last year of the outgoing model, you are
Right.
fucked. You are totally fucked, bro. Um,
But man,
yeah, I'm with you.
like I like to think that it's like, oh, like it is like people that are like they want the newest and flexing and stuff. But I know there's a huge percentage of people that are like, oh, I just want and got the entry level Volkswagen Tiguan
Mhm.
because like I liked the touchscreen and it's got a warranty and you're just supposed to buy a new car. This is how it's done because buying a used car is scary and I
Mm.
don't like CarMax and I don't like buy here pay here guys.
Sure.
And so, and also when I went to looked at the used car at cars at the Chevy dealership, they actually, yeah, 10 extra $1,000, but they got me better points if I used GM Financial. And so, yeah, it's an 84-month loan instead of a 60-month loan, but my payments are only $80 more a month, so I'm going to
Sure.
do it.
Yeah.
And God, it's so costly in the end.
Yeah.
That is just really frustrating to just watch. You'd be like, "Oh, you bought the new Forester. It's got stuff, and it's how much?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's so
It's I don't know. It's bad. It's not good.
Yeah,
I hate
you're
it.
nailing it. And then, buying and selling cars. We do a lot of it. I think it's fair to say outside of dealers, we buy
Sure.
and sell more cars than the average population.
Yeah,
And
but I
it's
mean,
more
they're
of a
shit boxes.
right, and it's more of a curse, right? Every once in a while we'll get something decently nuggety.
Hmm.
But one of my favorite things is, and I don't ever, and I know you don't, we
Hmm.
don't ever consult KBB for the valuation of what we're selling or what we're buying, because especially enthusiast vehicles, that is out the window, right? Like
Yeah.
absolutely the zero value it does not pertain to what we're doing. But tell me you don't get this. I've had people, especially when I do especially Marketplace, Facebook
Sure.
Marketplace, when I'm selling a
Oh
vehicle
yeah.
on there, which is always an interesting scenario. I get the screen grab. Here's what KBB says your vehicle's worth.
Hmm.
And I'm like, well, holy shit, I've been living a lie my entire
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
right? Like it's the fact that everyone outside of like car nerds
Right.
knows that KBB is not applicable for the kind of cars we traffic
Right.
in. Have you ever had that kind of like questioning when you're
Oh
listing a
yeah.
car and like
Yeah.
someone straight comes at you with a
Yeah.
screen grab?
Hmm. Well, why
Yeah.
is yours like? Well, first off, you gave me like the fair condition trade-in
Of
value.
course you did.
Secondly, that's for a whatever, a 3000 GT base. This is a
Right, SL.
VR4 or
Yep.
whatever. Um, yeah, or it's just like it just does not compute, and I'll just like reply lol and then block and then
Yeah.
lol block gone. But
Thank you
yeah,
for
no,
your
that's
offer.
definitely. Or I mean, when I used to do the insurance stuff, that's what it was. Like, oh, the car is a total loss. It's like, well, high KBB private party or whatever is this, and it's like, okay, like,
Hmm.
but yours has no paint on it,
Sure.
and that was a higher trim. That's the GTS. Yours is an ST. I don't know.
Yep.
There's a lot that kind of goes like. Honestly, though, does anyone use KBB at all for anything anymore? Is it even like
General,
remotely a thing?
I think like shitty used car dealers probably just because they're doing volume. Look at that. Just like if it's something they don't know off the top of their head.
Yes.
I know when I go to look at a car and in the ad, one of the photos is the KBB screen grab. I
Yeah.
love that because the car's in excellent condition. And
Hmm.
it's like you look and I'm like, that's not your car. Or like, right, the
Yeah.
year's wrong. Like you say they always put in the right trim, like the special, most
Hmm.
expensive, double the price of the base
Yeah.
model trim.
You said it
And it's
has a
like,
sunroof and a moonroof.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like this is the all-wheel drive, but also rear-wheel drive version. Sure, buddy. Automatic manual, you can
Was
change it on the fly.
was I the only degenerate who, as a kid in like the late 90s, would like go on to like kbb.com and be like, I'm gonna see how expensive I can like make the Mark IV Supra or whatever, and like click all the
Oh, dude, it's a
like just dig
blast to do
around,
that. Yeah,
just
yeah,
dig
yeah.
around on the valuation tool. Yeah.
But it's just no one gets it right. It's just exactly that. It's a valuation tool, but like people like that live and die by it. Just it makes me laugh, dude. It's like
Yeah.
doesn't not around these parts, partner.
Yeah, all of that said, KBB, if you would like to
Uh,
sponsor this here podcast, actually just join our Patreon, Mister. I think it's actually like
Mr.
it's like
KBB.
it's like Robert. Well, no, not Not Robert Kelly. That's R. Kelly. No, it's not R. Kelly. But whatever. Maybe it is
Also,
R. Kelly.
also
Maybe
follow us here, Mr. Kelly.
yeah.
No, but you know what though? To be fair, and we'll say something
Mhm.
nice about KBB is like I think for a 90 or I'm sorry, like a 2015 Toyota Camry, it's probably pretty fucking spot on what the market value is for
Yeah.
that car,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably a good baseline. Yeah.
So we'll say that, and then we'll
Yeah.
slowly walk away.
We will walk away.
Yeah,
Can I want to throw one more out there as far as, only real car guys and gals or non-binary superheroes will know.
float it out there, my friend.
That is, you ever go to like a party or a family gathering or
Nope,
something?
don't believe in social
And
events. Good
well,
question.
this is true. Yeah.
Next, next
Question.
But you go to one of these things and it's like you're known as like the car guy of the family or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like the cousin or the uncle or whatever wants to then talk cars with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like you're like, I'd rather not. Like, but you can't say that because
Wait.
they're gonna be like you're
Is this-
so deep into the car world nerddom
Yeah.
that like whatever they're gonna bring to the table is like potentially wrong.
Sure. Always wrong. Yep.
And like and or just like so baseline like elementary into the world of car worlds
Mhm.
stuff where it's like draining to have those conversations, and you also don't want to call them out when they are wrong
You
about
can't.
whatever.
You can't. Societal norms.
They're like,
Yeah.
it's like, well, the Fiero was actually supposed to be the replacement for the Corvette. It was going to be their original supercar, and
God.
but then whatever.
It's not. It's like
The-
that shit, right? Like they come
Yeah.
at you and they go, "Well, did you know that it's actually better to get the naturally aspirated?" They won't say naturally aspirated. They say without a supercharger because superchargers rob horsepower. And I went
Yeah,
with
most
the
people don't
automatic.
know that.
Yeah, I went with the automatic because it's less time to shift. This is a superior vehicle, and you're like, okay, yep. I definitely want the not supercharged automatic. You're right. Good call. I'm gonna change
Yeah.
my opinion right now. It's like you said, it's the unqualified expert opinion,
Or
if
like
you will.
just like perpetuating like just like bad myths or yeah, like I when I was in high school I got one of those like tornado intake spiralizer or whatever, and I
Thank
put
God.
it in and I got like I swear to God I got like 40 miles a gallon out of my whatever my
Yeah.
Grand Am. And it's just like oh
Twisted
wow,
the-
yeah.
Twisted
Oh,
the frame.
cool.
Twisted the frame every time I launched at a green light.
Yeah, I always get the mid grade because it's really actually the same as the premium gas. But they just if it's just like if you're in the know, you get that one.
Right.
They can't legally sell premium here in California, but they want to take your money.
Yeah.
So it's really the mid grade, and they just mark it up. And yeah.
Yeah, you're spot on, dude. That's
But yeah, just having car conversations with people that just aren't not on your level, but like not even like caste like Indian caste system levels below you.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
well, there's unofficial caste levels here in the States, socioeconomically,
true.
right? Let's be honest.
And let's be honest, they're official. They're not unofficial.
I'm sorry, they're unofficially recognized caste levels, right?
Yeah.
I'm with you on
it's
that
just
one, dude. But yeah,
whatever.
you like gotta be nice because we're good people. So you're like, no, that's a
Yep,
great point
yep.
about.
Oh, I've
I
heard
don't-
about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a scam when they're talking about tread depth. I could take a knife and deepen the treads. So fuck big tire energy around these parts.
Yeah, I only drive Linglongs. They're the same compound and everything as Michelin.
I've driven so many Linglongs.
Yeah.
I do have one last one I want to throw
okay,
out
what you
there,
got?
and it's kind of like a serious personal thing. Collecting project cars is the easy part, guys.
Oh.
This might look like
Boy,
a
is it.
fantasy. This might look like a fantasy lifestyle, but
No.
taking home broken cars
Burdensome.
is so easy. It's so oh, they just want to give you the car at certain
Yeah.
points, and you take it home, and you're like your dreams, your
They're
aspirations.
there.
Yeah, you envision this car you're driving around. It's been restored. It's been awesome. It's like this miraculous grave to reality. The car's back in its prime. No, dude, what you're missing up with is like there's a couple things. Finding time as an adult to wrench on your cars,
Yeah.
number one. Number
Yes.
two, physical infrastructure to store these project cars,
Mhm.
another big challenge. Third thing, the cost and actually being able to get rid of that car, because you can't really unload that car unless you fix what's wrong with it, and
Right.
you have time and you have space working against that. And when you actually get it
Mhm.
done, which a true project car is never finished, we all know that. Yeah, so the collecting part, easy. Like that's it. That's the easy part.
God, you know what the absolute easiest part though?
Giving up.
No, is what you and I, yeah, just like
Just like
sinking into the madness.
it's
Yes,
like
that is the
Yoda
easiest
when
part.
Yoda fucking turns over and he just fucking his robe flattens and he like becomes ass vapor. That's
Yes,
the easy part. I wish I could do
exactly.
that sometimes mid project car.
And just yeah. But
Soul
no,
crushing feelings I have.
yeah, exactly. Existential dread.
The the sweet release of death I feel.
Mortal coil has been shed.
Thus I shuffle off of. Okay. So much.
He's
Yeah, I
just
heard
getting-
this.
These are bad
Dude,
impressions.
I saw this joke that Yoda's is like he ate something really good and he can't wait to fucking tell you about it.
Yeah.
That's how you do a Yoda impression. This Long John Silver's gives me STDs. It does.
Oh.
Sorry,
the
just the
hush
hush
puppies.
Hush puppies.
Yeah. But no, I was gonna say not
Too much.
actually just like giving in to the sweet release of death.
Yeah.
But giving it like what we do a lot, which is just like send each other links, like just still like be like drowning in shit boxes and then finding more and be like, bro, this is a good deal. Not me, but you should buy
This
this.
is you, bro.
Yeah.
God.
Damn, it's in your favorite color and everything or whatever. Yeah, it's remotely close to you, but not really.
And we
Yeah,
have those cars that are like no matter what. You know, it's like the Mila
ES3W.
Jovovich knocks at my front door. I have that clause in, any relationship, right? Like I have to
Yeah.
leave. I have to go now. And we have that car list, right? Like that car shows up, we're buying it.
Yeah. Like, yours
curse.
is Mila Jojovic. Mine is I don't know, The Rock. No, I don't know.
Obviously, you can smell what the Rock is cooking, my friend.
Exactly.
Your
No,
ass.
No, it just
Sorry.
reminded
That was
it just
graphic.
reminded me. I don't remember what like online publication, but somebody had wrote an article that would to the effect of every straight man would sleep with The Rock if given the opportunity.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know. This was an older article. Perhaps the Rock was more inviting and gentler in his youth. But yeah, no, there are still some certain cars out there that like if they're close enough and rare enough and cheap enough and they're on the Mila Jojovic list, then perhaps we got to buy them.
God bless. But yeah, that's that. I do want to move us right along to the quiz game show, but definitely this is a cool topic. I think this is fun, and I know our listeners are probably like naming a bunch of things we forgot. So if you guys want to leave some comments down below or reach out to us,
I thought of one.
Oh.
Another level of nerddom,
uh-oh.
like spark plug
Oh
nerddom.
God,
We're talking
dude.
about like heat ranges and running colder or hotter plugs.
How you
and
set
depending
your
on-
gap, dude. Like how you set your gap. You bang it on the concrete. What kind of savage I totally do that, by the way, to close the gap. Just so you know. And I got it down to a science, right? Like I use my gap tool a little too far. That's just the right amount.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. It's
But,
basically a snap-on torque wrench the way I do it.
Yes. But yeah, no, as you were saying until I ruined your point. Yeah, if you've got other thoughts on other stuff, just let us know.
Yeah, it's a cool topic.
Hit us
Sure.
up in the comments or on Instagram or Grinder, whatever. Let us know, and we're here to find out what y'all's have in mind that we left off the table. Because I promise we left some like real like only car guys know.
Right. Yeah,
of things.
let us know for sure. So now it's time for our little aptly named Automotive Print Ad Quiz Game Show. today Frank will be the victim, I believe. Or no, I'm the victim.
No,
Holy shit.
I'm
I'm not ready.
yeah, I'm
I didn't
pulling
study
this
for this
up.
interview.
Oh God.
So
Oh God.
he's going to
Brush your
dig
hair.
up some kind of bullshit car that they only made 5 of in Canada, and he's going to pretend like we sold it here, but we'll let that slide that one time. Frank, you know who you are.
Yeah,
So he's going to read a print
that
ad
counted.
from
That was
the
real.
80s, 90s, mid 2000s. He's going to omit or try to omit anything that clearly gives the vehicle away. And if you know anything about these print ads and publications at this time, it's all bullshit. So it's like that's the fun of the challenge, right? Like to parse through the factual information and then the complete bullshittery. It's super fun. I'll have 10 minutes, 3 guesses. Every time I fail, I can ask for help. Frank is notoriously very frugal with doling out extra information. So I'm going to
Fair.
struggle a bit. A lot of ums, a lot of ahs, a lot of you guys will
A
be
lot of
yelling. You guys will be Dodge Stratus. This is 1998 Mitsubishi motor. So he's going to obviously stump me on this one, but you guys will be yelling at your windscreens or your TV
oh
screens or your self screens or
yeah,
wherever
into a
you're
paper
listening.
bag.
Yeah, into it. Please do that.
Perhaps the void. Um. So we
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage, by the way.
okay. So this is a one-page ad.
That's all I deserve.
The top, that's true. The top, I don't know, call it two-thirds, is the vehicle in question. We're looking at the passenger side front quarter. Shot. The headlights are on. It's like kind of in motion, but not really in motion. It's like vaguely in motion. And then above it, it says, "Forget about slipping by unnoticed." Vivacious curves, a shimmering body, and flowing metallic lines. With such striking good looks, the blank has turned quite a lot of heads recently. Of course, you'd expect people to pay close attention to this car, but with a 2.2 liter, 130 horsepower, twin cam, 16 valve engine, they had better look fast because they won't have long to stare. Take the aggressive aerodynamic shape of a liftback or a coupe with an available rear spoiler and optional power moonroof. Or you can even get it in a sleek convertible model. Either way, this is one car that's definitely going to get you noticed. Call 1-800-BLANK or visit our website, www.blank.com, for a brochure or full-line CD-ROM, plus the location of your nearest dealer. Buckle up. Do it for those who you love. There is an asterisk on the 16-valve engine. And I'll tell you that it's a submodel. It's on a submodel only. I'll tell you that as a hint later if you need it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's the ad.
Okay, so 2.2 liter jumps out immediately to me. Did it? What was the horsepower again that it quoted?
130.
130. So I hear 2.2. I go GM, and then you said a 3-digit number, and I said not GM.
Yeah.
Decidedly so. Interesting. Also, liftback or convertible only.
It said liftback coupe or a convertible is also. But okay, hold on. Let me go back. It says specifically aerodynamic shape of a liftback or coupe
Okay.
with an available rear spoiler optional. You can even get it in a sleek convertible model.
So
So
yeah,
there's three.
this is kind of a sporty car. There's no sedan mention, no wagon mention. I kind of feel like I know because I know this motor. And if it's a 2.2,
Two.
and you said dual overhead cams only on a certain model, so it's a car with a lesser motor.
It said 2.2, 130 horsepower, twin cam, 16 valve engine. So
Got it.
specifically 16 valve engine has the asterisk.
Got it, the 16 valve. Yep. I'm gonna shoot my shot because I know this one. I think I do.
Oh, okay.
I think I know this one, and the 2.2 is what gives it away. I'll be honest, there's not a lot of 2.2s out there. This is, let's see if I get the year. This is a 90, trying to think of my Celica's. This is a 1997 Toyota Celica, and if it has the 16 valve, it's a GT because they didn't have a GTS at this time. Final answer.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's technically it's a 96.
Okay.
But same car, same generation. Basically, it's a carryover from 96 to 97. And yes, let me send you a link so you can oogle this bad boy.
Love these. We
Um,
never got the GTS, which is the weirdest thing, right?
yeah,
Because
I don't know if they did a GTS in this generation globally.
they did,
I
they
know
had
they
different
did a
ones.
different. They yeah, I know they had like the SS2,
Yep.
which was the 3 liter, the 3SGE, good for I think 100 and maybe 200 horsepower, 190 or 200 twin
That would have
cam.
been killer. That would have
That
been
would
a
have been
kill.
so much fun.
Yeah. We did, so we got the GT and then the ST had the not 16 valve motor, correct? It was only GT
Yes.
or ST on that on this
The
generation.
ST was a 1.8. It was the 7AFE, which was like a stroked version of the little Corolla motor.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I guess it was 8 valve. Let me get you a better link because the one I tried to
I
paste
think
had a
I
character limit issue.
I
Okay, let
think
me
the
see.
real shame is, of course, we did not get a GT4 of this, which we all love, the ST205.
Right. Yep.
Um, I love how these look, man.
I agree.
Like, there's often a time I do find a nice, clean manual. They all have 200,000 plus miles. Uh,
Yeah.
but I still think I would love to get a nice, clean manual, unmodified example. I think I would really enjoy that car.
Yeah. No, they're cool. I've driven a few. It's funny. All the decently low mileage ones I've driven have all been convertibles.
Hmm. Kind of
I've
makes
driven some
sense,
like
right?
hurt clapped 250,000 mile ones.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, they're no, it's good. It's good.
It's a
Good
good
car,
looking
sharp
car,
looking
dude.
car.
It's a
Yeah,
very
I
good
think they've
looking
aged
car.
really well and reliable as all hell.
Yeah,
Like if you want that area, that generation Camry, it's the most reliable car ever. Same motor, same transmission, just like a sportier body. So
yeah,
like get this in, same deal.
if you can't visualize this one, this is the one with the four distinct headlights in the front, guys.
Yeah,
It's just really good. I do not hate the prior model that came with the ST 185.
yeah, those are really good too.
Pop-up headlights was kind of a plus, but I always thought this car looked the way they did the body proportions just looked so much bigger than the previous
Mhm.
generation Celica, but it wasn't a big car, and I think they've aged really well. I think they look great.
Yeah,
Let me see what ad.
yeah.
Is it in an
The
exciting
ST,
color at least?
yeah, it's in like that like purpley blue color.
Let me see. Oh, damn, you
Yeah,
cannot find that.
sharp looking car.
They're all silver, by the way. Uh,
See, if back to last week when I said if I had Bezosian levels of money,
mhm.
um, I would have just like a hot one of these, just front wheel drive. Yeah, 3SGE Beams motor in there.
Could you
Let's
throw like
go.
a 2ZZ in there too? Would be kind of fun.
You could. I mean, that
I,
3SGE Beams motor is very, very good, and they
right.
came in them from
I
Japan.
was speaking more of like a mild, real life affordable build. I think a
That's
2ZZ
probably more.
would be.
Honestly, it might be more affordable because you just get like a front cut from a Japanese car
Oh,
shipped over, and you just transmission, subframe, everything,
I just
slap
think
it
the
in.
2ZZ would be kind of fun because then it would be like the following generation of Celica,
Yeah,
right?
you could probably do that.
That is a high revvy little power plant.
Yeah, slap a supercharger on it.
Yeah, I love these, man. I would totally get a GT. Probably not a Vert. The Verts look a little interesting to
They're
me. And then,
okay, but they're like cowl
yeah,
shaky, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're it's a '90s convertible. If I wanted to get a '90s convertible, I would not get a Celica. I would get
What other?
a
So,
Miata or something else.
what made it so easy for me was the displacement. Can you name any other 2.2s that are even worth a shit? Because I went to GM's like Cavalier Corsica line, which was 92 horsepower and nothing to write home. It was an iron block.
H22,
Good. Yep, that's a good one. That's probably going to be it,
H22.
though. Oh,
Yeah, I can't think
2.2
of.
turbo Dodge. That's the other one,
Yeah,
right? That's probably it.
yeah.
We weren't
Th-
there
th-
for sure with this
we
ad.
weren't there. So, and that was 130 horsepower to the 5SFE. Um,
Good ad, dude. Can't believe we haven't done
good
that.
ad. Yeah, no, we had not done that generation yet. So that was, and honestly, the biggest, I almost bleeped it out, but just the term lift back
Mm-hmm.
is a Toyota
Toyota, yep.
specific, primarily with the Celica, but other stuff too. That was like
Celica
their deal.
Supra.
Yeah, Celicas, Supras, even you can get a first gen Camry as a liftback, where it's a 4-door with a hatch, but it's
Mhm.
like it's not super hatchy, so they called it a liftback instead of a hatchback. because it required lift, presumably.
Mm.
Um, Normally we do PCP. I have absolutely nothing to bring to the table this week as far as
Mm.
doing PCP. I don't know if you do.
I
I
do
don't know if
have
you don't.
something.
I don't
It's
know.
not exciting, and I've started the process. Is
Okay.
the geo tracker. So we're all buttoned
Yes.
up, did the EGR stuff. I still have this weird vibration at idle, and it feels like it's off power.
Huh.
Which is really weird. So I'm thinking non-interference motor. I'm thinking the
Yeah.
timing belt might have slipped a half tooth when I put it back together. Because
Okay.
if you ever have an engine that's off by a little bit, like, and this is don't obviously I'm not talking about interference engines. I'm talking like
Right.
old school kind of
Yeah.
non-interference simple engines. It will never idle right. Like the engine will shake a lot
Sure.
because it's on out of time, barely out of time, right? I'm gonna go through the whole OCD thing of tearing off the front of that motor again just to
And just
make
crank it
sure.
over by hand and
Because
see.
I'm gonna do first. I'll check ignition timing to make sure like idle and
Right.
everything's good. But then just to rule it out, I gotta look because if I start doing all the whole sensor thing and all this tracking bullshit diagnostics, I need to
Yeah.
look and make sure all my marks are still good because they're
Yeah.
like notorious for being tricky to time these motors. So
Interesting.
I
Okay.
just want to make sure I'm good. It runs well, but it does have a very weird shake that
Yeah.
isn't motor mount. It isn't like misfire. It's like technically it's kind of a small misfire, but it's
Right.
just
Yeah.
causing, the time. I think the timing's off of the engine. So I
Okay.
started like pulling out the radiator and all that stuff to get to it. I just need time. It's just a big
Yeah.
job, these things. Um,
Time for timing.
I just want to peek at it. I want to line it up top dead center on cylinder four, which is what you do when you time these tracker and sidekick motors,
Right.
and
Huh.
just make sure I'm good. Just to because that's the only thing I haven't found yet. And if it's like, and I've already done some diagnostic around the truck, so
Right.
just to confirm, you know how you got to put that thought out of your head
Right.
sometimes, right?
No, it's
And
good. Yeah, it's better than like throwing a shitload of parts at it to find out that
and I
like, oh,
think
that yeah.
thinking of like speaking of car guy things that non-car guys do and bad mechanics will throw
Load the
sensors at it,
parts
the
cannon.
ECU's bad, the PCM's bad or whatever, and then you're like, oh no, the timing was just a tooth off, man. I just fixed it
Yeah.
in 5 minutes. you know
Yeah.
not the five
Sick.
minutes to uncover it, but 5 minutes to do
Right.
the
Yeah.
actual
Just
job,
oh, yep, there we go. Yeah. Let
loosen
me
the
reset the
tensioner.
timing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
like for me, that's another big thing. I think that's a big step up being like a mechanic, especially is like doing the right diagnostics. Don't
Yeah, and just taking a break and being like, okay, what
what
was
if?
just done on this car?
Hmm.
Right? And just being like, I mean, there are coincidences in the world of like working on cars, but they're pretty rare,
Yeah.
right? And so being able to be like, okay, like this happened and then this happened, and I fixed those things, I think,
Right.
and now I have another symptom. Like, okay, they're going to be somehow tied to one of those initial things, whether it's the repair or whatever. Like you have to go back to that point. Like, okay, like let me double back over my steps. But a lot of people
Absolutely.
don't do that.
And you know what, dude? I've done dozens of timing belts on like very like Subaru Boxer engines, Ford Taurus shows, Mitsubishi turbos, like all kinds of weird stuff. You could still like something could happen. Like my Escort GT is a perfect example. I did the timing belt
Right.
water pump job, and a piece of the rubber trim that goes around the timing cover went
Uh-huh.
between the crank and the belt and caused it to jump half a tooth after I
Yeah.
did the job. And I
Mhm.
didn't notice till I started it, and I was like, "Whoa!" Because did the vibration thing again,
Yeah.
and it wasn't running right. And I'm like, I know I timed it, and I looked, and it was off by a whole tooth because that piece of rubber
It
was still
slipped it. Yeah.
wedged. It doesn't take much, but like I just want to rule it out, man. I
Yeah.
just want to, and it's
Smart.
unfortunately a lot of time
Smart.
to rule it out. But
Sure.
once I do rule it out, and the marks are all good again, out of my head, I got to figure out what's wrong. So I still
Yep.
have that issue with the truck, which is a damn shame. But you're messing around with these pre OBD2 vehicles. These are the kind of things you got to figure it out, man.
No, it's OBDU.
Yeah, and I'm an ODB.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Don't OD though. Don't.
Don't do it.
No. No. And thank you today for ODing on us.
5 minutes worth.
And listening along. We absolutely appreciate it.
Mhm.
And I will speak for Chadwick here. Thank you for
Oh.
tuning in. Do it again next week. You can stalk us on our poorly managed Instagram account. You can also even consider supporting us if you like what we've been up to, or if you want to just hate hatefully become our pay pig, you can do that. Head to patreon.com/APApod and check out the offerings there. You can send us some messages. You can leave us some notes. You can join our Patreon, which will get you a once a month APA Pod After Dark, late night confidential episodes, which are terrible, and they're honestly, they're really negatively impacting mine and Chadwick's life. We were just discussing we got to record another one here soon, and we drink terrible adult beverages while we record them, and it's actually not good.
Yeah.
So that's it. If you want to stalk me, just me, do so here. But if you want to do that outside of that, I'm the photographer's garage at places. I take pictures of cars. How about you, Chadwick?
Yeah, no, Auto Obscure Garage, mostly on YouTube. Rescues, restorations, and reviews of interesting cars. Well, I think they're interesting anyway. Check me out there. But again, thanks for checking us out. We love having you guys here.
We do.
And we'll see you in like a week, maybe.
Give or take.
Give or take. Fair enough.
All of us might perish between now and then. I can't guarantee that we won't all meteor strike or Godzilla versus Mothra. I don't know. I don't know what's
how
going to
fortunate we would be. Back to Yoda.
Death
okay,
comes
get out of here.
swift.
Take
Goodbye,
care. Love you,
Michael.
I will. Take care, guys. Peace.